We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Fourth down, Rodgers. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around, making the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be second and goal. They'll motion over Metcalf. Rodgers going up top again. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on third and goal, following that second down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
Third and goal for Aaron Rodgers. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Now on fourth down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. They get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down is Milton. Open down the field is Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
Cooper going in motion. Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Milton to the air on 2nd down. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let... All game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. To the air once more is Milton. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Out of the pistol, Warren. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Damone Clark there to get him down. They face 2nd down and 7. The shotgun, it's A-Rob. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Rodgers now. To the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Kazir White. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
His drive will start on the ground, up the sideline to the 40, and he'll be taken down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. 3-0 is our score. And we're back to the... Second down and 3. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
To the air on third down is Milton. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That one a bit high, but it's complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll try and run it here with Warren.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Warren.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown Steelers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. That is Ferguson in motion. Milton from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, the guy playing center field, the guy back there watching it all, had all the eyes on him, takes the interception, and goes all the way, Greg, for a very impressive touchdown.
Yeah, Mike, and I just think the quarterback just locked in on his receiver the entire way. And as you said, that center fielder sitting back there, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes, and once he got his hands on that ball, it was nothing but green grass the other way for the pick six.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Cavante Turpin on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They'll stick with him again. Room to run past midfield. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A huge play for Dallas. A pickup of 44 yards. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up second down. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Try and throw with Milton. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and that'll set up fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught! And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. That is Ferguson in motion. Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Hi, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no return here, but since it did hit in that landing area, per the new rule, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Finding room at the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. The Cowboys are able to cut into the deficit. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Malik Hooker there on the tackle. Second and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Austin brought in motion. On the move past the 40. And he will go all the way. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers. So they come up with a long touchdown on the little short pass. Greg, the quarterbacks love those pop passes, especially when they end up in the end zone.
Mike, you're well aware of the phrase in golf that there's no pictures on a scorecard. Well, in this case, there's no pictures on a box score because it doesn't matter if you throw it 1 yard or 50. You get credit for it all. In this case, he'll take credit for the touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Throwing is Milton. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On 3rd and long, here's Milton. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. The NFL sack leader for 2023, T.J. Watt, gets in there to bring him down. Here's Austin to return. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Now Milton. It is brought in the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Once again, it's Warren. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. On 3rd down, they go with Warren. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
So the offense dips into their RPO game, and the key for any defense defending it is everybody has to do their job. In this case, it's a give read, the running back gets the ball, and the defense makes a great stop on 4th down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it.
To the goal line and in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
Next to score, Steelers 38, Cowboys 24.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A 1st down throw from Rodgers. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's going to be very close to a 1st down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a...
Now Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Now a 3rd and 2. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Steelers first down, and they get it rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Patton Freiermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
As hard as it is to have this conversation, at some point, someone on this sideline needs to say, is it better off for this young rookie to just remove him from the game, take a deep breath, and reset for next week? Because at this point, 5 interceptions in, you start being concerned that you're doing more harm than you are good.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They are not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Here's Warren. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Warren. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown Steelers. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Well, the quarterback trying to find somebody open there, but that time, instead of finding his running back, it goes back the other way for a defensive score.
Mike, I think this is just one of those cases where the quarterback's just a little too casual with the throw. He kind of goes to his running back late on the check down. He never sees the defender until he's chasing him on his way for the touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers add on to their already sizable lead. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. His drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to...
Now I'm finna give y'all another hit. And I just put my drink down.